Well, hello, my guys, gals, and non binary pals. We're back with some Autonauts, and as I promised, I'm very excited if you can't tell. We're going to start on our journey to unlock all the secrets of this game. And you do that by fulfilling these job requests. And down in the bottom right corner, you're going to see we get gold for that, or little heart coins. So there are different, and you get one big boy quest. You see, you got 100 heart coins for those. In metal ore and cranks, they'd be easy to produce, but the good dough, I believe that is wheat, and we're gonna have to get 2 industries for wheat, just for wheat, and then make that into like a paste, and then also probably get like milk set up. So the last one, that's a big industry to start with. I got two bots, Mark twos and Mark threes, and I believe our Rosies are just bot drive Mark one. Yeah, so we would have to upgrade this, and yeah, we don't need power until the third. So the third one is going to be off the table right now. That's a long haul, and bot twos we may be able to do. But clothes, we're gonna need wool, which means we're gonna, yeah, we would just need sheep and do our shearing station, and then how many? I think we just need a couple of like clothing things for that. So let me look up how hard it is to make this Mark Drive 2. But I think we're gonna do the sheep since we haven't done sheep before, or we've been doing a, yeah, oh, it's gonna make it, we're gonna need panels for those. That's pretty easy, and then panels as well. And to make that, we're gonna need a lot of panels and such. So I think maybe we'll strengthen this economic. We can castle. I think that's so cute, but we aren't going down this route. So I don't think we will need them. But I think we're going to do the wool because that's a different industry. And where, you know what? We're going to go in this direction. And we're going to have our clothing and our, maybe food and fields. They're all going to come down over here. And I think maybe we'll just make a couple of little pastures down here by the river so they can have like a nice view. And yeah, so first things we're going to need is our builders to get going. And we will need, oh, I missed some mushes down here. Maybe they'll decay. I don't feel like picking them up right now. We're going to need some fences. So I want to go for some crew fences for our people just because they look more like pastures. We're going to get a couple of those, and we're just going to get some of these set up. And they'll work on that because we need to first clear this area. And last time I set up my ground clear, and we'll just use, you know what, no, let's do it right. We got one sign. Let's go make another sign, which, get out. I did. Oh, I already made us another sign. We're going to make this our forest clear. Just because I'd like to do a lot of different groups, and forest clears and ground clears are going to be in different areas. So I'm going to have them set up. We'll go to forest clear, unlink that area, do that. You bring that up here because I'm gonna draw. I'll leave that little bit. So I'll start right here. I don't know why you went so weird. Maybe because I was moving. Yeah, and I set it down. I was holding it, and then I set it down. So let's try that again. Don't need you that big. And we'll set it up here. I want to do forest clear. So we'll just clear out this area. Don't know why I was going to that. So that's our forest clear. And then we're going to need to clear this ground as well. And actually, I'm just going to make you the biggest you can possibly be, because I'm eventually going to need you cleared out. There's a nice little pond of water there too, which we need water. So there's two different kinds of water. We've got salt water, we've got deep salt water, we've got fresh water, and we've got deep fresh water. That's gonna matter for fishing. Yeah, we're gonna have some bots doing some fishing. So I've got all these extra bots, and so bushes never actually accepted that quest, but we know it's not going to change for a while. So bushes, I'm actually going to start you just going. And they're going to have to make a pretty long walk to come back here and get those. But we'll worry about that later. The mushy clear, you can go as well. And do I have any other things? I've got flowers. Those can take away, and I don't need the grass. Okay, so my weed killer, you're good for right there, but it did make me think of something that will make my bots' lives easier is to make one of these guys. And actually, I'm probably just going to set up 3. And what those guys are, mystical stonehead. You can feed anything other than folk and animals to disintegrate it. So when we have a bunch of extra things, like, is it worth it to right now collect all these acorns and sticks and logs and take them up here, which I'm going to have to expand this forestry area pretty soon, because it looks like they are decimating it right now, but they are not able to keep up, so I probably just need to add another shoveler or digger. But we'll get back to that. We're not in a struggle right now, and I have one more bot. So you, my good sir, we're going to start with chopping. So now download program a bot is running a program. I did not stop you, and you just drop what you're holding, because you're going to be a chopper, but we're going to change you to go to forest clear. So, oh, sorry. You also do not need that restriction. So they're going to come over and grab an axe and then come and chop all these trees down for me. You guys are going to town. So mushy clear is done. So I'm actually then going to have you stop. And since you already have a shovel, did I set up a whole filler? I did. Do you have enough energy to actually also then clear those stumps? Where am I? I'm right there. Let's see if I can teach you how to also dig stumps. Give me that shovel. So if I say here, yeah, you will. Okay, take that back. So you are first gonna do that until your hands are empty. So hands are empty, get out of there. Hands are empty, get out of there. If your hands are empty, go get another shovel. And so he's gonna look for every tree stump, dig it first, and then yeah. Okay, so but I need to set up where you are gonna be searching. Forest, and the other one is forest. And I'm gonna save you real quick in here as my stump remover. I don't need to link you. Okay, go on, get it. Now they are working away. And my bushies are done. And you guys still need some things to go. You're already on stage 2 of 3, so you should be done soon. Because when I have one, I'll pull it over here. I'll just tell everybody to come pick up all this stuff and throw it away. Because I don't need it, don't want it. Okay, but this does bring up that I did need carts eventually. I'm also going to need my grass. Yeah. So we're going to need to first make pens and then have somebody plant it. That was another thing. Let's go actually mark out these areas. So I think just a 10 by 10 for sheep. And then I may drag it down and do a 10 by 10 here for cows. You know, I guess I didn't need that area cleared right now, but we'll get it. So actually, bushes, were you done? You were. Did I actually dig up turf? I did not. So my turf, I like to call him my turf nerfer, which you are going to see. So come on down to me, because when you get here, they go to your last location until you move. So give me that shovel. So this dude is just going to dig up this turf. So he's going to come over. I didn't click. The thing I hate about the shovel, the spade, is that you can't just move to cancel your action. Whereas if I was chopping, I could say, oh, no, move. You know, do another action. Every place you hit, you start digging. Oh, maybe not sand. Oh, I have found the workaround. So, start you. Go here. And I'm going to make you your own special section because I don't need you. And right there. We'll have to remember to get a sign. So, I should not have... Actually, let me see. I can't. Let me go back to bushes. I deleted this go get a shovel, and I shouldn't have. So go here. That's gonna fix you. So just delete these. Modifying can work so much easier. What am I doing wrong? Slow down. That's what I'm doing wrong. So just in this area, go do that. He's gonna dig that up. These will despawn, but I'll probably... Yeah, there you go, buddies. Have him come over here. So whoever gets done first, which I've got 3 of them. My chopper may be done first. I'm going to have him come, pick these babies up, and throw them away. And you guys are getting done pretty nicely. So I'll delete some of you. I'll just delete some of yous. And let me go to my roads and see about extending that out. I'm going to need to prep up some more of you to be made. Oh, I didn't do that perfectly. I was wondering why I had so many. I don't know why I drug that so far out, but let's queue up. We'll just go right here. And you've got a little flower in your doorway. So let's queue those up to get made while those other fences are up. Let's see how many of these we have. We have a good amount. Nope. Gotta stop there. And we'll just go. I'll show you how this thing works. Boom. Eats it. He's done. So both of you find... Oh, look, I still had it set to find nearest crude spade. Oh, I'm going to show you a little lazy trick I have. So I've recorded that he pick up grass from there. But what I'm actually going to do is change the box to spade right here. Didn't want to do that. That's a sneaky snake little trick that you could do. Just to move things along a little faster. So I'm eventually going to set up, when I get reliable transportation, which is probably going to revolve making a cart, to have somebody transfer in all these things. So my people right here, they're going to immediately put it into a big old box in this area. And then somebody's going to move it from here and then come along and move it to wherever I have this guy stored, along with some additional boxes. And then my chopper, you're going to stop and come to me so that I can take your X. Gimme. And you are going to be my special chopper because they're assigned to yeah, they're assigned to like a special area. So they're going to move up into my special jobs, and my stomper mover into my special jobs as well. So I can go ahead and delete you, and you're just going to come up here until your hands are full. And then you're going to come over here until your hands are empty. That looks good. And I'm just going to say destroyer right now. He's going to be working for a good while. And I'm probably going to need to queue up some more fencing, because that was not nearly enough. So you, I'm going to ruin your day. Yep. Get these queued back up. And I think I made enough gates. So you should be good. Yeah, so they're gonna work. You're gonna be destroying stuff. When he gets done, they are gonna be removing all this stuff, but that's kind of a passive project right now. This needs to get done. And I need to actually go on the hunt for some sheep. And they are gonna be around grass. And there can be big patches of grass, so I'm gonna go and hunt around. Oh, let's see, there's a big patch of grass. Are you gonna tell me what is that? That's a sheep. That's a little sheepy poo. And there's two sheeps right here. So I'm gonna shuttle. What is that? It's a chicken. I'm gonna leave them right there. Actually, we're gonna want to get as many. Probably 3 is the goal. We can breed our own sheep. Let me see what that takes. You need a barn, I believe. Crude animal breeding station. That's to create. You can just create animals out of the blue. So if you have irregular things spawned on, or you've accidentally destroyed all of your sheep, you can actually just clone some up. So before I forget, we're gonna need one of those. That's You can send somebody to go and just free range harvest wool, but sheep will go into this station of their own free will once they're grown and just wait to be sheared. Uh, and that stops them from getting like real hangry. Same thing with the cows. They kind of like eat and then they're like, oh, I'm so full of milk. I'm a clone, so I don't actually have babies to get rid of my milk. So I'm just sitting here all like full of milk. That And it makes them uncomfortable. The sheep are the same thing. They need to be sheared because they don't need all of that wool. Because this is a temperate zone, not a craggy mountain face, so they don't need all that wool. So they're gonna come here and be happy to have somebody come and shear them, and they'll just stay in there until someone shears them because they don't need to live to eat. That's just a construct to make the world roll. And if they don't need, if they did I say grow? I said grow. To grow. And if they already have their wool grown and nobody sheared it, then they're happy. This is going to let us clone sheep by mixing DNA from two different sheep, and the base sheep aren't exactly clones, so that'll help us diversify and breed and make happier sheep. In the end, that was a rant. I should have been working while I was ranting a little more. I guess I did work. That was a really negative statement. People, we should not be negative to others and especially ourselves. Where do I want this fence? Right here. There we go. I need to come in and get rid of these berries because they are blocking my wooden fence. This is a special episode, my peoples. I believe I'm going a bit insane. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 because the fence is going there. Are you done? You are almost done because I deleted the barn. Am I trying to work too fast? Because remember, I said take your time. Take your time. That is what it's going to do because you rush and you end up deleting your barn, which you don't want to do. I'm going to chuck this X away and get these guys out of my way to build. We're on an adventure. Alright, I'm going to show you the key here. You were supposed to throw that away. So all you do to plant is you grab some grass and you just stick it in the ground. And we're fencing this off first because I may run out of grass. So all then I have to do is just wait for this grass to grow up and then cut it. You can actually cut the grass to produce grass. It's a renewable cycle. The same thing with the turf. You can actually renew turf because you have a fairly high chance of getting 2 turf plots, sometimes up to 3 turf plots just from digging up 1 turf plot. And then all you do is just replace that turf plot and then dig it up again. So you're using 1 turf plot to get 2 or 3. Renewable is the name of the game. Like in a lot of, I think these kind of like, I wouldn't actually call this a colony simulator. We are making um, industries and stuff, but I guess I'm the colonist. Yeah, that was ominous. Okay. That's all it is. And you have stopped. Did I mess you up? Oh, I didn't tell you to get out of that. They're going to want to get out of that. They don't need to get out of this because that could just lead to a big old cycle. But they need to get out of that. So you're picking up that. Do I have another bot to come and cut this grass? I first actually just need to make a scythe. Because use a blade or I don't want to have blades. I want to come over here. I guess it's time just to make some more bots. I never actually selected that, but we're going to select wool. And And what I might do, we can come in here and look at it. These other jobs will stay up. You can delete them, these singular ones. And then this one, I don't know if it cycles out, but we're not really worried about that. But we can come in here. This will be replaced by a new one, which might be easier to do. But we can go ahead and just, we're going to want to get to Mark IIs eventually. So let's do that. Now, one thing I did is, yeah, I had set you up because you needed more brain power. And then I came back and I was like, well, why don't I just have him go and repeat? But we're not going to want you to do that because right now we're going to be real careful about how many of these Mark 1s we're going to make. But the first step is going to be upgrading these. So let's look. I think I looked it up. But let's look to see. Did I already have you set up? Where did that station go? Let me find it. And we're gonna make some Cybermen. You can see all the little weirdos, little weirdo machines. They got a Wally. I love him. I just wish he wasn't wooden. Starcrafter. All these, cute little bots that they have coming. Yeah, these are Mark IIIs, but we're going to be overrun by the Cybermen. I love the way these guys look. This guy as well. I forget his name, but I believe he is the comic book character. They have a show out. Brendan Fraser is pairing him, and I've completely forgot his name. But where was our crafting station? Am I blind? I'm upright blind. Is it specials? No, that's artifacts. There they are. Oh, felt dirty. Okay, so to go to Mark IIs, we're just gonna need a bunch of planks and those guys. So what it's gonna take is, since I don't really need you, we're going to highlight you. And do I have any kind of space right there? Okay. I do. Just so everybody has room. And those guys, I moved you. Yeah, those guys aren't going to be working until I tell them to. But you, sir, I don't need to pick him up. You're going to play, and you're just going to empty out those boxes for me. And then we're going to come here and upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. So I'm going to want to make a bot to first deliver square frames and then deliver panels. And since I'm going to need a lot, I'm going to bump you up to 3 for now. So you're going to be square frame build. And did I set a template up? I did. All right. So square frame, square frame, square frame. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And you come up to there. Look at all the bots we've got. We've got 43 bots already. Just running around. You needed another thing. Grass, sure, let's move that right there. That was another thing. You... see, I have a grass killer, but I need a grass cutter. Because I do not want someone coming and having to pull that grass up. And the same thing with turf. But turf you can't cut. But grass, when you dig it up, you have the chance to get like 2 or 3 out of it. But that's just real efficient. So inefficient. So you're gonna come and get a blade since I'm already making you, and you're gonna do that if your hands are empty. I wonder. Let me come back over here and pick one of you up so I have two. I wonder if I can use two. No, I can't. I can't even use one. Where am I? You. Can you take that? Did I drop them? I dropped them. So now that I don't have any because I dropped one. Yes, I know I'm. Okay, so you can't. You have to have. You can only have one in your hand to work. I thought I was being clever. You pick up like four, and then you can just dial it all down. Again, if they had more backpack space, I would just say pick it up into their backpack and then pull it. But we'll we'll cross that bridge when we inevitably have to build it out of the ground. So come over here, cut some grass. And we're gonna make this like the boulder, and we're gonna say do that until hands empty, and then just put that away. When your hands are empty, pick up grass until hands are full, and put it in there until hands are empty. And we're gonna say repeat that forever until you can't do that anymore, and then repeat the whole thing forever. Uh, and then the next one we're gonna say grass planter. No, you know what? I don't even need that. Because why am I putting it into a box for someone else to put it in there? Come back to us. You were going off somewhere else. Oh, I did until hands empty, so I need to change that anyways. If hands empty, go and get that. I don't need this part. I need you to, let me just get this and delete that. Come over here and plant some grass. Except that put me one megabyte over. I just did something. There you go. Ooh, that put me 1 megabyte over. I think I want to keep this. So let's just go get, you know what? Let's actually come over here so I can turn this blade in. I'll try to remember to have them be part of our special jobs because I put a brain in them. And I don't want to just willy-nilly be handing out brains to everybody. You're over here while you are running. I can close that up. Yeah, now you're enclosed. Sweet. And they're almost done cutting grass, so. Grass cutter. My lucky dutter. So go get one if your hands are empty. Go cut all the grass until your blade is gone. And then pick up grass and plant it until you can't do that anymore. And go on. Let's see what we do. You are done. So just stop and come to me. You have a brain too. So do I want to keep you like that? Do you have anything else to do except I can just say, stop it. Just delete that. Come up and pick up logs and throw them away. And we're going to link you to forest clear. Do that forever. I don't care. Did I take your shovel? I took your shovel. Did I even name you? What? I feel so bad. Yeah, you bushes. Log clear. Oh, your shovel's in your backpack. That's okay. You are done. So go on stop and come to me. And you, I don't think I had you set up. Yeah, I'm actually going to delete you and put you in just anywhere. So give me that shovel. And then you are going to pick up sticks till your hands are full. Go put it back till your hands are empty. And then go and pick you up till your hands are full. Go do that until your hands are empty. So they're going to escape, so they are just going to kind of keep cycling through and never end. But, oh, no, wait, stop. I did not set you where to look. Forest clear. Forest clear. Setting all these other shortcuts up can make you lose sight of the ultimate goal. So now you, hmm, you know what? I think this forever thing is messing it up. It's not actually it's not actually doing it because it can look for stuff. It's not a single action. I don't want it yeah, I don't want it to say escape. Maybe if I set it to escape. Well, I just restarted it. We'll come back and look. You can stop, and I will very quickly tell you to escape that so that you can then come and throw those away and not be stuck around. You see how nice this place is looking? There's a chicken. Chickens just don't need grass. Obviously, they just need open ground. And I'm going to yoink you all the way down here because I don't want to deal with your egg bowl. And we can come and bring our sheep up. Now, we're not going to bring our sheep up yet because you've got to finish cutting all this stuff and filling that out. Let's see if these things are done. Some of them are. Let's clean you up. All the square frames have been delivered, but maybe not all of them. Yeah. But that we are down to no square frames at all. So we're going to give them a little time because right now we only have 8 and we're going to need 3 times as many. So we'll let them build the square frames up because the panels are going to very quickly eat those away. And also, we may run shortage on our pegs real quick if we have to like chugging those out at once. So once this gets up, maybe to about 20, we'll go ahead and shuck another box on there and just let them go to town. So until then, you need oh yeah, you are also taking fix and pegs. Do I have a fix and peg builder? I don't. Well, let's get that settled. How about you, since I so graciously discontinued what you were supposed to be doing? And my templates, go ahead and change to there. Go on, get. Oh, sorry. I will rename you Peg. And now you go in your proper home. Alright, quick check-in. All my destroyers are gone. Oh, what are you doing? What the good hell? That was my fault. I'm very sorry. That was my fault. where I'm down here so far away from you guys. Uh, but you have grass in your hand. So I'll just go ahead and take that and plant it. And since I have a shovel, and it was my fault, I don't want him coming up and trying to cut these, and I just skipped over putting through. All these mistakes that I'm making, they're for your guys' benefit, so that you can learn from what it means when you just rush through. You got to come back and fix it up, and that's why I said sometimes I just let all these peoples go through like an entire cycle and go to things, because some things you think won't happen will happen and may seem perfectly logical, but like that forever thing, because this one is an action they can actually like perform, I believe. It's not something they can just skip through. The forever won't go through. So we'll actually see if that works, because we had to stop him again before he actually finished what he was doing. And I've lost my train of thought, because there was something else I wanted to get to. We've got our shearing station being made. Oh, it's the we're gonna need wool. So would that be under animals? Look at all these animals. These are all the fish we can collect. There's silkworms. We can leeches, and I don't remember what leech shit does. Oh, monkfish. Those things are like, if you've ever seen one in real life, they're like cute ugly. Like the ugliest dog in the world, dead dog. Princess, it's just ugly. Did I pass over it? Coconut. Would it be under clothing then? Yeah. Okay. So wool. We need a fleece, and we're gonna need a spinning wheel. Well, that's not too hard. Yeah. And I believe the fleece we get directly from the sheep. So just a spinning wheel. And that was under clothing. And we're gonna need floors for that. We've got 8. So that shouldn't be too bad. Oh, but see that little symbol? It keeps changing. Floor and walls. So I'm actually going to need to build up some walls. And those are expensive. My stone guy does not build fast at all, because I don't have enough stone miners. So we're gonna go some wood walls here. And I don't need a lot, but it's always good to have them. And you should take a shaped block, and you need a door frame. And you need a door frame. You need a shaped block. So I guess now we can just do an arch. Let's get a bunch so I don't have to come back for you. So it will be open air, but it will still be considered, in a building, because we have the wood arch. Um, do. Right there. I've got 3 more. And I'm going to want this to come up this way. So even though I only had 3, I did a big swatch. But that'll show where I want them to connect. And remember, this is 50% faster. So, these guys, when they come back, they were kind of going all the way up here. But they might just come straight up here and then go over. Or they might continue to go this far, because in their little computer brains, they have deduced that it is no matter if you take a steeper angle to get to here. You'll see them doing that. If we connected at a point right here, they'd come up here and then just cross country. And, that kind of disrespect is not allowed. So we will be making a lot more fences, or, bushes they can't come through. You see this? That's a cow. That's a cow that has been trapped inside of that mountain. I do not want to come here. Just go in the middle. And they're crying out for someone to milk them. They're uncomfortable. We won't have that. We will not let that stand. I'm going to grab you though and return both of these shovels to the area, even though that one shovel was about to die. All right, what are you doing? All right, this did not fix this. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to say times like 5. So they'll run through it 5 times, and since they can escape both of these, it should be fine. So go do that. The reason why I don't want to bring the sheep up yet is because, first of all, I need to figure this thing out. This is a 6 and a 1, so actually, let me get this, and I'm gonna steal some of these by now. What did I need? 6, 7, because I want this thing to come in here. So I'm gonna dig up these spots so that our little shearing stand can come here, and so the guy just needs to pop in. We're still leaving a lot of space for grass, and yeah, planning out where we want. These gravel paths will prevent him from planting on these spots. That way, yeah. That way he'll still be able to continue planting, and when that other thing gets built, we'll just come delete those pathways up because those are pathways that I do not want to waste. I'll just take these up. This one, because it is on a collection spot, a bot stands there. That will actually boost them. And we will boost under here and everywhere we go. So if you have like these right here, the bots are actually going to walk through one of another to come into here and not come out. So you can put a path underneath where these bots are standing, and it'll still boost them, even though it does look like it is blocked. So I promise, I did not just wake up. My voice went real scratchy, real deep. It is currently sleeting where I am. I'm hoping there's no snow because I do gotta go out and see some people. It is nearing Christmas time, and I've got some gifts to hand out. So I'm hoping the sleet lets up, before a while because I've got a little ways to drive, and I've got some friends that are actually unfortunately coming from like an hour away, and I don't want to risk them. So maybe that drop in temperature is getting to me. I hope where you guys are at, you're in a nice, wonderful view. I've got a beautiful view outside my window. Fortunate enough that my setup works out that way. And, a nice, beautiful view, kind of like we have in our world, even though it never snows, which I am glad about because I actually hate being in the snow. Um, but I like to look at it. It's just like rain. You don't want to be standing in the rain unless, you're crying. But, looking at it, feeling all cozy, wrapped up in a blanket, just that dichotomy between the cold and the warmth, it gets you. It gets you real good. All right. I'm going to deliver this blade. And you've got one because you've been throwing them into things. Yeah. So let's actually take a look at what else we're going to do. So we've started making these because we're going to have to make the bot too. Let me come up. I picked you up to put you there. Let me come up and actually look at these bots. So bot 2, again, it doesn't matter what variant as long as they're in the Mach setting. So every Mach 2 variant is going to have the same requirements. And those are very easy. The bottoms panels, we're going to have to make these too. So we're going to need to set up industry for gears, which is gears, I believe, yeah, they take panels. And a new workbench. I don't think we have that workbench yet. So these are just planks, so they're fine. And then the body, ooh, they need panels as well. So we're actually gonna have to up our panel making. I might do that by getting another square frame and possibly another person making pegs. I think we're at the point where we can shove a memory mod into our person here and pump them up, because we don't want to pump them up too far, because then we'll start running out of poles and we'll start running out of planks, and comes all the way down here. So I think we'll start with that preemptively. And do I need another table made? I do. That's the same one. You can go right there. Now, I did say I had enough flooring. That needs 4, and that needs 3. That's 7, and you're the only ones that need it. Okay, I've got 8. So for right now, we're good. So I've got you. I'm going to wait for you to finish up. Dude. Yep, go ahead. Put it in the box. Put it in the box. And then you're going to stop. And you're going to get a memory module because you are now. So you can hold 4. So I'm just going to say 2 times 2. Do I have no, I do have enough space. Until hands are full. And then repeat until hands are empty. So if I tell them to do that, that's going to mean that I can just sit here and say this and tell them to do it twice. Because their hands are full, it makes 2 pegs. Let me just double check that, because I was wrong about the X thing. It makes 2 pegs. Yeah, 2 pegs. So if they make those pegs, fill up, take it over, fill up, take it over, do it twice, they should have no problem. And that's going to be released anyways in case something's messed up. Okay, so I've upped my pegs. Did you need pegs to finish? You needed stone. That can be worked on. Oh, I do have a peg builder. And I have a stone builder. They should come to here first. And I'm running low on stone because I'm building up just a ton of pathways. So as soon as we get these Mach 2 done and up and running, which may be about the same time we start working on our wool. Oh, you're done. Good job. Then, yeah, okay, sorry. I thought I messed up. That looked weird. Then we can start replacing some of these bots and sending them down to the quarry pits where they belong. You go ahead and come to me. Okay, I said come to me, but you ignored me. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Drop what you got, and I'll just keep you up there until I need you. Get out of my way. Let me pick these up and put them away. And that way you can stay right there. I'm going to move you back over to storage. And I'm actually going to move you over here as well. Just so I try to remember where you are. Now I cleared out all this space. And as you can see, a bunch of these weeds have just despawned because I only picked up like 20. There was a ton of these. So they are slowly starting to despawn. The pumpkin I need a scythe for, and it's just one, so I'm not worried about it. But the wheat, since it's a wild, a wild crop, um, this wheat doesn't keep growing unless I cover it in flooring. So I don't need wheat right now. I don't want to waste my flooring to cover it up. It is unfortunately unnerving. It doesn't happen for all of them. I mean, it will eventually happen for all of them, but if you find one of these, you can just farm it and not have to worry about someone planting it. The only thing is, if you can see in the bottom corner, it yields 2. My little piggy, saving my game. But you can put fertilizer on it. You can have somebody water it. And if you plant it in tilled ground, all of those actually bump up your yield. So in the beginning, if you don't want to set up farming, you can just find that if you really need the wheat to make something. Um, Weeds are actually the first plot that you are going to need, but wheat, I believe, is a close second in what you're doing. So, yeah, I've only got a little bit longer on my recording. And, well, now that that's done, let's go wrangle these sheeps. They're just going to be exactly like the cows were. But, you just come over and pick them up and try to catch them. And then you drop them off somewhere. You can't drop them off in grass. It can just be a little difficult. And I never did find that third sheep. So I'm going to have to do that. But these two sheep can wander in here together. And if I can't find another sheep, I just say three because that's what you need for the shearing station. So I didn't actually. Oh, no, I didn't drop that sheep off yet. I wonder if I'll have more good luck going down here to find my sheep because I saw a cow over there, but I don't see any other plots that are eaten. So let's just search for some cows. All right. Oh, what is that? Oh, I think that's a sheep. There you are. Last sheep. Yeah. All right. Well, that didn't take too long. I'm so happy I came and decided to bring that cow over. That little sheepy was hiding. All right, so I've got my three sheep, which means my shearing station will be full when I get to it. And I'm going to just pop you right there. So I already have a bucket. And I don't believe we need any items. The station comes fully automated, so I don't need to make blades or shears or cutters or anything when I put that over here. So you guys just eat. You are eating a lot. This pen was supposed to be able to hold at least 5 sheep, and you are decimating it. I can put fertilizer on here, I believe, to make it grow faster. But you go with God. I don't really need more than 3. Um, Industries will build up kind of as time goes on for when we need it. So right now, all we're doing is waiting for our square frames to build up a little more. And that's going to be helped by this thing being completed. And oops. Oops. Nope. So, square frames. You. You. Yes. So when you're done, why did I not? Oh, did I'm walking? I'm walking. I messed it up. So when they're done, I'm going to copy them, and then all I have to do is move the priorities, what bench they're going to, rather than trying to fight with everybody to just make a new set of frames. But what I think I'm going to do passively is, again, passively build our roads, passively build our fencing and our walls and our floors, so that at some point, um, I'm not going to do too much off camera, but we'll just have it passively down here and I'll start saving them. I will connect the roadways just so that we have that space getting sharper, but um, you are almost done. I'm so glad I didn't miss you. So that way, at some point, we can just build up these people to have like work areas, so they're not all just out in the wild. It doesn't rain in this world of ours, but you know, we just like to have things kind of looking nice and contained. So you keep going. And finally, I'll want to keep you because you have a brain. My whole filler. Did I actually save you? Yes, and you are the right one. Okay, so you are actually, I didn't need to close out. You're going to come over here and be square frame 2. And unfortunately, you will need, I'm going to say table 2 because we've got that panel 1, panel 2. So you are going to need a brain. So come on over to me and get started on your way so that I can give you a brain. And when you get here, you were coming along. See, they completely bypassed all that. And now they're on the road. Look how zippy zappy they're doing. I bet you they cut off the road. Right here? No. They realized it was much quicker to go around. Ooh, nope. Oh, I said come here when I was over there. I guess that's why. I thought I was seeing a miracle, but I wasn't. Okay, going to polls are okay. We're still linking them to the same box. They're going to go to the poll, but then you can see it's flashing. They're going to come to this one. And you can see the workbench number change as I do that. Go into the fixing page. Come into this workbench. Come into this workbench. And then this is pick up from this workbench. And then go take to the same storage. So that's everything. And you can kind of scroll down. It'll tell you where everything is so you can double check in case you're worried about it. Structural, pick up from there, and then you're on your way. So that'll build that up. But yeah, we've got our new sheepies in. See, they're crying to be sheared. So as soon as, the monsters that are our robots come and figure their stuff out, we can put our shearing station here and we can get these babies relieved of their pelts so that they can run around, continue to eat. Yeah, so thanks a lot. I'm glad you joined us, and I don't know where I am to zoom in on, but I'll come right down here to the heart of it and say thanks for joining. Thanks for stopping by, and you have a great day.